And now for the hot topic of the day, brought to you by Alex Barnes.
It's not so much the race thing that's a problem for me, but sort of the cultural differences.
There can be complications.
I actually don't really think about it much.
If you care for somebody, it really doesn't matter what race they are.
It just seems kind of what should be natural.
I'm really positive about it, maybe because of my background, since I come from Paris.
I'm pro-love.
But on the other hand, certainly there are reasons why people date within a certain race.
People are people. If you're cool, you're cool. If you're pretty, you're pretty.
No, never before.
I've never dated anyone from a different race, but I also have never dated anyone like younger than me.
Yes, my very first real relationship was with a blonde girl.
I have.
I have, but it depends from which lens you look at it from. So my mom's is Puerto Rican, my father is black.
My parents are actually in an interracial relationship. My mother's black and my dad's white.
Your family's not too into it.
My family would approve of it because my family's actually of all different colors.
I can't say for the rest of my...
Yes, my family was supportive. I mean, my mom only has one thing: just so long as the girl supports me, then that's okay.
They thought my boyfriend wouldn't understand my cultural background.
The marriage squeeze, a term used to describe the notion that the most eligible and desirable black men are marrying non-black women at a much higher rate. This results in black women being left with fewer partnering options. According to Newsweek, 43% of black women ages 30 through 34 have never been married.
I understand. I've had many conversations with black women who feel that a lot of quality men, very qualified men, are being taken by some members outside of our community.
I know a lot of people have issues with when white girls date black men.
Maybe there's an issue between black men and black women as well that we need to fix.
Black men are marrying more so outside of their race, and that means other people are marrying outside of their race as well. So that has to affect other races as well.
I would prefer if individuals chose people based on who they like and that be the only criteria. However, I do understand in our community we tend to see more males, or an increasing number of males, choose members outside of the community. I don't know necessarily how that's affecting the community, but again, as a person who's pro-happiness and pro-life, I'm just for whatever makes anyone happy.
For 27 years, Ethos has held a fashion show, and it's often our biggest event of the year. This year is no exception. Our show, called Creme de la Creme, is Hollywood themed, and everyone is encouraged to dress up in their favorite decade.
Every spring, students from all over Greater Boston and beyond come to Wellesley to see the sophistication and uncontested glamour of the Ethos annual fashion show. The show, this year called Creme de la Creme, will mix high fashion with collegiate entertainment in the Keohane Sports Center, and is followed by a much-anticipated after-party called LAX, all on Saturday, April 18th. Whitley Watson, class of 2010 and English major, is one of the coordinators of the show for this year. Her team, a subcommittee of Ethos members, have worked tirelessly since last spring to bring together one of the most exciting events of the year.
The theme of the show this year is Hollywood through the decades. I remember looking through fashion magazines and pretty much realizing that history repeats itself.
Whitley also gives us some insight into the amount of work that goes into such a great Ethos production.
I didn't find that there were too many challenges. The hardest part was definitely the fact that me and Kayla were both abroad last year, so we were just trying to, make sure we stayed in contact with everybody. Everybody was doing their job while we were away, and when we got back here, we just kind of jumped into the show and just had to really be on top of things so everything comes together. That's really a group effort. We have students from everywhere, different schools around the area who are modeling. We have different music groups, dance groups. It's just really nice to see everyone come together for this great cause.
We also sat down with Imani Rollins, a 9th grader at the Park School in Brookline, Massachusetts, and also the youngest designer who will be showcasing her fashionable creations alongside names like Gap and Cachet.
I just do whatever I would like to wear. I'm not going to make something that I would never wear myself. Well, a lot of the things that I made were high-waisted skirts and pleats.
While themes and designers vary throughout the years, one thing's for certain, the annual Ethos Fashion Show and After Party is sure to be one fabulous, fun-filled night.
The after party this year, everything's going to be really fun. Normally for the fashion show after the parties, we do it in Tishman Commons, and also the pub is open, so if you're over 21, you can go to the pub and get drinks, so it's always something that people tend to look forward to. I've been working so hard on this show, and it's just all coming together, and I can't wait for the finished product.